Hello and welcome to the Jake Star Podcast. I'm your host, Jacob, or Jake, and I have two very special guests here. Discord user PNCBank Yami.
Dude, maybe using PNCBank.
I might.
And we have NotThatGuy.
Damn. I might be that guy.
Who the fuck is this guy?
That's a good question.
Well,
hey,
I know
who he is. We have more cohesive evidence on who I am than who your last fucking guest was. So I think that's okay. I think I am more of a guy, more of that guy than
You're that guy, not this guy.
Who was your last guest? It was Discord user some guy, right?
Yeah.
Jesus. All right, we're gonna get real people on this time, and we're gonna say real shit. What I need to know, we can't ever forget Discord user Jake Online. Yeah. Don't let him be forgotten.
Discord user Jake Online.
The first thing we need to know, Jacob or Jake? What is the where do they come from, right? Because everyone who knows you as Jake does know you online as Jake, right? It is Discord user Jake Online.
Yeah.
But in servers recently, and I've just, when your friend was here the other day, everyone who seems to know you in real life refers to you as Jacob.
Yeah.
So what's like your why did you become known as Jake Online? And what do you prefer?
So, Jake was always, a nickname ever since I was little. And that's what basically I use. I thought it was, it's very simple. And I just kind of started using it online. But then, recently, I'm like, I kind of want friends to, maybe, warm up to, Jacob, because that is, my real, name. So I'm like...
So you feel like there's more sincerity in Jacob versus Jake. Jake's more. So Jake is certainly a nickname, right?
Jake is a nickname. That is my number one nickname. There's a couple others, but Jake's basically.
Well, I think we're gonna need to get Jake online to number one.
Well, I think we need to hear the other nickname.
What is number two?
So number two, it was actually made by one of my dads, and he started calling me this when I was 7, and I used it for my PSN. It was J to the Cobb, which is and that's
well, I think...
the full, and that's a shortened version of a longer one I thought of, which there's a part that has my last name, which I won't say, but the first part was J to the Cobberonius.
Jesus.
Damn, that's kind of a shitty nickname.
Yeah. Sorry, Dad. Sorry, Dad. That fucking sucks. So shit, that's about all we have to touch on that. Did Jake arise specifically with Jake Star, or was there not always that connection? Was there Jake before
there was
Star
never
Games?
Jake was always a nickname that I used, but Star was one that I added. I don't remember how I added it, but I added it when I was 12. And so Jake Star was born when I was 12.
that is a classic 12-year-old name.
And I just threw Star in front of it. And in 2016,
you started playing games or something. I don't know. Can't figure that one out.
So the games one was added in beginning of 2016 because around that time I'm I'm gonna try and make some video games. And,
oh shit.
And Platinum Games, Nintendo games, adding games.
Yeah, all people's names.
Nintendo games.
Nintendo games.
We're going back to the fucking titles, right? All the Smiths are now blacksmiths. All the games are now game developers. And I think now as Jake Online, your new calling is to make the internet.
I'm making the internet?
Well, yeah. Well, we had ARPA, we had Enter. We're gonna need JakeNet. Right?
JakeNet.
Yeah. JakeNet is up next.
Can we call up Tim and ask him to?
Who's that guy?
Yeah, who's Tim? Is this a friend of yours?
Yeah, a friend of yours.
Call up a friend.
Yeah, we don't know.
Who's this guy named Tim?
We don't know.
Let's call Discord user.
Hey, no, we can't dox. Your friend here. Your friend that we don't know.
Discord user. This person right here.
Tim, I
don't know who that is.
Tim Burton.
Tim Burton.
Yeah,
is this Tim Sweeney?
I have those connections. I have those connections.
Todd.
Yes.
You just call him Tim.
Tim Todd.
Okay, so
Sweeney Todd was a play.
We're not. There's a Tim Tam. We're not doing a Tim Tam parody. The UK already is fucked up enough where you don't need to bring him into this. So we're gonna discuss, right? What content would there be on JakeNet? What would we be talking about? So I've watched a lot of your past content.
Why?
Good question.
For this podcast.
I've explored enough of the Jake backlog, and I want to bring back a classic segment.
Oh, we're doing it live?
Yeah. I think you'll remember this one, and you tell me by the end of it, did we do better? Did we do worse than the original? This is MediaFacts PS5 edition. This is MediaFacts PS5 edition.
It was basically a Did You Know Gaming ripoff.
So MediaFacts is a show. We know that.
All right.
I have a few questions about MediaFacts PS4 specifically, but
I don't remember that video. I just remember what MediaFacts was.
I think in honor of MediaFacts PS4, well, you know the PS5 is coming out, at the end of the year, right?
Okay,
So
yeah.
in honor of MediaFacts PS4, MediaFacts PS5 right now live.
Okay.
Can you read us the press release information for MediaFacts
We need
PS5?
an intro. We can't skip the
Oh yeah, here we go. Hold up. Here we go.
No.
All right, intro done.
No one's
Okay,
gonna be able to hear that.
And this is Jacob, and this is MediaFacts.
this is all MediaFacts. Okay, so Jake, what are we talking about today?
I don't know. In the MediaFacts PS4 video that made freaking, I don't know, when I was 14, I was just basically talking about random facts about the PS4 because it was basically because MediaFacts was basically a Did You Know Gaming ripoff.
Did you think that people hadn't heard of the PS4? were they being informed of the system itself, or it was you felt the information you needed to convey was unknown facts?
Maybe not one. It was. I think when I was making it, it was facts that were not very well known. But to be honest, I don't remember any of the facts. I don't remember any of anything that he said in that video.
I do remember. And the first fact is this is the controller.
I don't think playing.
Right. And the first fact was literally this is the controller. So in my mind, these facts were known. That's all I'll say. I have some more questions about MediaFacts later, but we have to. It's important. We have to do MediaFacts PS5 because the people have to know about the. You can't show them the controller yet, unfortunately.
Well, we can put a PNG in there.
Yeah,
Someone will do that.
throw a graphic.
Put it on Twitter.
Yeah, throw that
Someone
one
will
in
see
there.
it.
But so we need to discuss the new system, the Sony PlayStation 5. So Jake, what is it?
Well, the Sony PS5 is the PlayStation console that will exist. It doesn't exist yet, but will exist.
I can't believe they haven't started development on the PS5. so when will it come out, and what can I play on it?
Video games.
How many?
All.
Yeah,
Jake, the
every
bit's
game.
supposed to be that you're reading off the screen.
The bit says read the highlighted text, and I'm highlighting the text and it's not being read. So I'll do it. Will the PS5 have VR? Oh yes, the next-gen console will be compatible with the current PS4 hardware. There is also rumors of PlayStation
That's
VR
not a fact.
2.
Can I play? Can I?
That's not a segment over.
Shit! Fuck!
Can
All right,
Can I play VR chat?
You know
on
what?
The new
These
PS5
are fucking
virtual
media
console?
rumors. These aren't fucking media. Shit. All right, I'm killing the segment. Okay, so I think there is a value in MediaFacts PS4 still being up because, in my opinion, the first 40 seconds of this video is some of the funniest content I have watched in a long time. Because why were you so close to the camera? That is the most important question. Your forehead is gone.
Okay. Oh, so honestly, my recording space, even now, is very, very small. So I think I accidentally zoomed in too much or something. I don't remember all that well, but it was for me to accommodate everything in a green screen enclosure, but I guess I didn't do it that well. This was my first or second year of making videos, so I was still messing around with different content, different ways of editing, and my later videos were actually better.
Yeah,
quote unquote better.
And that's super understandable. There's a level of just getting used to making the content and getting used to the getting used to the general process and how you're gonna edit and how you're gonna. Honestly, the green
I
screen,
had so many
not
freckles on there. Holy crap! I had bad acne.
It is 5 years ago. Like there's no shame in looking back and being like shit. Like to me, Media Facts is a stand-up video because the intro is so unnecessarily funny. It's just something about your delivery with this is Jacob and this is Media Facts. Like there's something just intentionally funny about it, unintentionally funny. And same with this is the controller. Like
this is what the controller looks like. Glamorize it.
So I do want to thank you because Media Facts brought me a lot of joy. And we do have some other videos to talk about. Some other past.
There's
Jake
like out of
content.
like all the videos I've ever made, I think there's only like 2 or 3 of them that I actually enjoy. And I see you taking a picture.
No, just look at
Yeah, hey, you don't see nothing. We're
Oh yeah, I'm
not
blind.
in the same room.
No,
I'm blind.
this is a visual. This is an audio medium.
Yeah, we're Yeah, they can't.
Yeah,
see.
I'm blind because
I mean,
I
I'll
can
get a
only
better
see
picture
audio.
later.
I
I'll
see
have to-
audio. I see no video.
I'll have to describe the entirety of the videos so we can convey them in audio.
No, so this is a quick aside, but this podcast we're mentioning too much visuals, so I'm currently making the Jake Star Podcast social media account.
Social media?
Yeah, I'm gonna be your social media. I just kind of decided.
I'm hiring you for $0 an hour as a social media admin.
So I was about to pop my can, and it sounds like it's gonna explode. So I'm gonna open the can. We have to hear it. Here we go. Did not explode. Successful can. So we did destroy the microphone once again. That's okay. This is gonna sound like shit anyway.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of past videos to discuss, and I think there's merit to discussing those videos. But we didn't talk about this before, and you didn't know this was the idea, was to go talk about past videos. What I want to ask you about is how do you personally feel about having all this past content up, knowing that people might watch it and go, shit, this is really funny? Like, is there...
I think it was in in 2017 or 2018, I actually took down half of my content.
Really?
Yeah, I took that. So I
what
still
was
have
the logic behind what stayed?
So the ones that stayed, I felt like had at least some decent quality to them, at least like somewhat. But all the other ones that like literally had no purpose, I took down. But I still have like all the videos on my own server.
Okay. See, I'll be honest. I feel rude because some of this is definitely laughing at the videos in the production. But do you see the value in having that past content?
I see the value because I still had fun making all those videos, and it taught me a lot about how to make videos. I can still jump onto the Adobe Premiere and do something with it.
Hell yeah, that's like a positive mindset because myself in my past and a lot of people I've known you've seen that mentality of deleting those old videos and deleting that embarrassing content.
I deleted half of it, but I still kept things that I still am proud of it. The 2 videos that I still have up that I'm actually proud of is the Gmod movie that I made that was 15 minutes long.
I've seen that. I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's I made that and it took me a week to make, and I was just basically around that time where I just got this MacBook, which is now 6 years old. That was around when I got the MacBook, and I'm ooh, Gmod, and I started making random Gmod videos.
Of course. Well, yeah, I feel like in general it's that concept of do you try and hide the past? Do you try and erase that content you made, or do you want to leave it up, even knowing that people might look at it and they might laugh at it and they might go, Jesus Christ, this is funny, right? But I like your approach to it because I enjoyed being able to dive through that past content.
Yeah, I just keep it up there. I'm not gonna make any more, but I like having it up there to look back on nostalgia and say,
exactly.
Hey, I used to make this.
I'm definitely I definitely think back sometimes and I wish I had more of that past content, and there was definitely a time in my life where I decided it was better to start I still have every online voice acting audition I ever recorded, unless I just lost them in my hard drive failure. But I kept those for so long, even though they're useless really, but it was just as a means to look back on the past, and even as I was doing that to see my improvement. So I like your approach to having that past. And speaking of that approach, we have more videos to discuss. There is more to get into. So this is another undoubtable classic top 10 games with great soundtracks.
To be honest, I think I agree with probably like a few of them.
That's what we need to know.
I don't think that's what we need.
Well, I don't remember what they are,
okay.
but I think there's a few of them that I'm like, okay, these are actually good. Why is it top 5?
No,
Wait,
Jake, hey Jake, you even forgot your own bit. So there is a lot of this video that's funny as shit, but I don't know if it's on purpose or not, right?
I think that's wait, pause it.
So
that's ripped from a old SMG4 video.
Oh, hey, I know what the fuck that is. One,
you gotta see it a lot.
yeah, you got so here's
Number.
Yeah, Jake, you did a lot wrong.
So
here.
this was the funniest bit, and it wasn't intentional. The first 2 songs you name, you literally say out loud, "Just listen to this," and then it cuts to "Song is copyright. I cannot show the audio." Sad face. This is maybe the funniest video you've ever put out. Oh, and then Ghost Trick. You just wrote bad audio, and it sounds like you're in a fucking... It sounds like you've been ghost tricked. It sounds like you're running through the fucking power lines, and you're like... Ghost Trick, you do Ghost Trick. Yeah, what the fuck happened? Why was the audio that bad? For one segment and nothing else.
I legit don't remember.
Fuck.
But that's like the funniest thing.
I
Holy
really
crap.
wanted to know why the Ghost Trick audio was so fun. How does just one segment of your video sound like you're in a fucking tin can, and then you never re-recorded it? You just edited it.
When was this? This is early 2015.
Again, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and then you just play a whole clip out of Game Theory. But what I wanted to ask, you end up naming a lot of these games that, are definitely known for their music.
Yeah,
Your number,
Cave Story, yeah, I'll agree with that too.
Your
Cave
number
Story's
one,
really good.
Your number one pick
is
contentious. I will say. Oh no, it's not, because Super Meat Boy's number 3, and I hate the Meat Boy soundtrack. But what was number
the original
1?
is not that bad. The new Super Meat Boy soundtrack is not good, but the original one is actually pretty good.
I did want your take, and we're gonna have to figure out what your new favorite game soundtrack is.
Okay.
But at the time in 2015. It was Project Cross Zone, which genuinely shocked me, because that game has a great soundtrack. But who the fuck would think of that?
Around that time, I actually took a trip to Chicago, and I think around that time, I think while we were in Chicago, we stopped by GameStop, and I bought Project X Zone, and I was playing through that a lot during that trip. And that's what, my brain was fresh with that game, but I ended up not enjoying it after a month or two, and I sold it.
So I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of that type of gameplay. But Project Cross Zone is legitimately a phenomenal soundtrack, and I was kind of shocked.
It's a good soundtrack,
in 2015,
but I don't remember all that much.
That was your favorite pick. That definitely surprised me.
It was. It's definitely not my favorite now.
Oh,
but
I figured.
It was fresh in my mind, and I remember, and while I was playing it, I absolutely loved the soundtrack in it. So, but out of the, month that I played it.
So what I want to ask now, there's a lot of really iconic games in here. There's a lot of games that you're currently still going through and playing, like the Ace Attorney series. Would you, if you were to re-rank this list, what do you think you'd put is number 1 out of your original top 10? Because I'm gonna say there's some weird picks in here too. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think the VVVVV soundtrack stands out much to me at all.
It's not as. It's decent. It's not amazing, but it's still not a bad soundtrack.
Sure. I'll give you. I'm not saying it's bad, but I think number 2 on top 10 games with great soundtracks is maybe, I don't know, more than it would never be a thought in my mind. Whereas, Cave Story, yeah, sure.
Cave Story,
Mega Man, I'll give you, right? Ace Attorney. I don't know why I'm gonna say Game Theory did not have the best.
So this one literally was I was still watching Game Theory around this time, and it was the video where YouTube was basically all one big game with all the algorithm stuff, and then I basically shows, hey, YouTube is technically a video game according to this video, so therefore I can count all the music on YouTube because it has all the music in the world. So
I'm glad you remember your exact reasoning, because that's almost word for word how you say it.
I don't
in the
remember
video.
until you show me, and I'm like, oh crap, these memories are coming back to me.
Yeah, I'm glad you remember exactly how that went. Okay, so but so what we do need to know now? What is the top game with a? What is your favorite game soundtrack now in 2020, 5 years after the release of this video?
Yeah, what's the top one game with great
Top
soundtrack?
one game. Yeah, top 10.
Okay.
No, one. Game
Okay.
with great
Okay.
soundtracks.
I will. Currently, right now, I will say, from what I'm playing, I don't know.
But see, I don't
There's
wanna
like
know-
so many
see,
like
yeah,
good
so-
games.
so
like,
sit on this,
good
right?
soundtracks.
Because I don't want to know from what you're playing. I don't want, this is a tough question, right? Because I don't want the current Jake take. Like, oh, I'm playing this game right now, it's good. I want the all-time, what sticks with you, what is your best game soundtrack?
What sticks
But
with me?
Yeah, but see, if you need to think on that, guess what? I have an epic derail right
Drill
here
Dozer.
in the
Drill
script.
Dozer. The Drill Dozer soundtrack.
You've already fucking got it?
Drill Dozer is honestly one of my favorite games of all time, and when I think of soundtracks, I always think of like the Drill Dozer sound. It's simple, but it has like a really freaking good.
What the fuck is
soundtrack.
with you in surprising the things you are saying? I just go like who because like sure, honestly, yeah, I that's an acceptable answer. That's like a unique and good pick. How the fuck are you think? Why the fuck are you thinking about Drill Dozer? And that's the same thing.
Because
I
it's
felt
one of my
with
favorite
Project
games of all time.
It's the same thing I felt with Project Cross Zone.
Honestly, Project Cross Zone is. I was playing that recently, and then Drill Dozer is one of my favorite games of all time. And it's like that, and like the two games that popped into my mind when I thought about like amazing soundtracks that I loved when I was a kid, and now, like the two games that popped into my mind: Drill Dozer and Portal 2.
Shit, okay. I'm not feeling you as much as Portal 2 because I've played that game and I don't remember a single sound made in it. But I'll accept Drill Dozer. I mean,
You
sure.
forgot GLaDOS?
Well, I wish I could.
I wish I could.
But I do, Drill Dozer, fucking sure. That's a good, I'll take you. I don't even need my derailing segment. I'll take you on that answer. That is a thought.
Bro, I'll like lend you my copy of Drill
Copy
Dozer
of
if you
Drill-
want.
I
still have the
Game Boy
GBA,
somewhere.
and the Rumble Pack still freaking works.
Drill Dozer, if I'm not wrong, is a Mr. Driller spinoff?
No,
Is it
it's completely
not?
original by Game Freak.
Is
It's
it
completely
really?
original, yeah.
That's crazy. Shit.
Look, it's on the Wii U eShop, and it's like for GBA, and that's it. It was never released ever.
Oh, that's insane. Okay.
It also
that's-
only
it
got like
just-
50,000 copies, I believe.
It has like similar vibes, but shit. Okay.
I'll lend you my copy to play. Like honestly, I absolutely love that game.
All right, that's a pick. Well, fuck it. Let's talk about Game Freak for a second, because everyone fucking knows. Everyone knows they make Pokemon. Clearly,
They make a lot of
those are their
Pokemon.
games.
I haven't played much of the other Game Freak games though.
You ever played Game Boy Camera? That Game Freak developed.
But so let's look. I'm trying to think of their library, right?
It's Pokemon.
It's
I mean,
Pokemon, right?
It's
But then there is just these
Yeah.
random fucking games.
I've heard
So-
of Tembo. I never played it though, but I heard of Tembo.
Yeah, I wondered how you felt. Like, do you feel a connection to them as a studio, or
No.
it's literally just Drill Dozer?
No. Honestly, I got that game when I was little. I have no idea how I got it.
Okay,
I just
we're gonna
had
do
it.
a second very important check. Don't ignore this. Don't speak of what's happening. This cannot be on the.
No, it's gonna be on the
podcast.
social media team.
Oh yeah, put this on the social media team.
I know
All right.
this one's not gonna go on the.
All right, do we got Drill Dozer?
You spelled it wrong.
I'm aware. Do we have Drill Dozer? No, probably not.
Awesome.
Sad day. Hey, good day for Drill Dozer.
Good day for Drill Dozer.
Okay, so we need to talk about another classic Jake Star. I don't even know if I should call this a video, because according to you yourself, this was a TV show. This was
No.
Video Game World.
Yep. I mean,
How do you feel about Video Game World
So
in present time?
honestly, Video Game World was my first dabble into quote unquote animation.
Yes.
And it also was my first time I've ever showed my face online.
Oh, really? Were you actually in Video Game World?
In Video Game World, the first like skit segment was my first like me showing my face to the world.
Oh shit.
And I even like scheduled it so it like I even YouTube scheduled it so it'd go Christmas Day it was on Christmas Day.
Oh shit. So you voice every character in Video Game World, right?
What?
You voice every character in Video Game World, right? Okay.
I highly regret Video Game World, but it was something.
Personally, I'm glad it's still up there. I'll be honest, you did surprise me a little bit with the animation in episode 1.
It used I don't remember. It was like this cheap like animation program. It was like
I'm gonna be honest. So it looks like you ripped the main sprite from Code Monkeys.
I've never heard of Code Monkeys, so no.
Good. And then
I made it myself on like an iPhone.
And then it looks like everything else is done in fucking Scratch.
So it's mostly
it's actually the concept, right? Sure, the animation might be like a little amateur, but the execution of the general visuals in the panning of the retro games.
So actually, I ripped like a lot of the backgrounds from a website called Spriter's Resource, where basically it has sprites from like every game imaginable.
Yeah.
And I used like 2 animation programs. I used Blender for 3D animation, and I also used like Animator, like Clip Studio Animator or something. I forgot what it's called.
No, I'm honestly I wasn't
I
really
legit
surprised.
Don't remember what that animation program was
called. The
called.
overall composition
It was like
was not too bad, and so that shocked me. And the most poignant question about Video Game World: why is the intro to the pilot 40 seconds long? Why is there a 40-second logo crawl? What was the logic behind this choice?
I don't remember the logic, to be honest. I'm as confused as you.
It's legitimately it shows the title screen with just panning around it for 40 seconds before there's any content. And to be honest, if you look at Video Game World Pilot and you look at Video Game World Episode 1, there was a very clear improvement in the animation. So I am glad. I am glad that 2014 Jake improved into 2015 Jake, who made a much more well-animated Video Game World Episode 1.
And then I didn't do that ever again because I realized that animation was like, I don't like animation. I'm gonna move
animation
because
sucks,
my
and
YouTube channel was always like
that is a hot take, Jake.
Yeah,
Can't believe it.
Like my YouTube channel was always I would think of an idea and I would like make a couple videos on it and then I would get bored with that idea and jump to a different idea. And I kept doing that until 2017 where I just like screw it and I just stopped making videos.
Let's talk about the YouTube channel in general, right?
Okay.
You have a lot of different series, icons such as Behind the Rumors. Right?
That's literally my email because I make that one so because that was supposed to be like a series kind of like do you remember with game trailers how they did Pop Fiction? Where they did like
fucking clue.
And so game trailers, when they used to exist, they made this series called Pop Fiction, where it was basically taking video game rumors and like myths and urban legends of video games, and then putting them to the test. And 12-year-old me was amazed by that.
He wanted to go behind the rumors.
So much so that I tried making my own version of it. That literally was on the first video was 12-year-old me with 12-year-old me squeaky voice.
Oh, I love it. It's funny. It's you just filming your TV, and I like that 4 people were so legitimately pissed that they didn't find out how to get Luigi in Super Mario Sunshine. They disliked the video. And one dude say, "Stop being such a troll."
That one dude was actually my best friend from like 2011 till now. He's
he was probably your best friend until March 19th, 2013, when he thought he could get Luigi in Super Mario Sunshine. And then I think after that, I see why there was a divide. He went fucking away from the rumors. He was fucking out of there, right? I honestly can't believe we see an appearance of Media Facts as early as...
Yeah, what the fuck? That's not a game.
Fucking 2012.
That's my question. I never read that it said Luigi's Mansion 64. That's not a game. Can we get some... Can we get some description on that?
Can we get something? I love the new compared to the old intro. I do think
the old intro was like that was like I bought this MacBook Pro in early 2014, and that's when I was able to like up my game with video making. Because before then, I was doing everything on an iPhone 4.
Okay.
And then 2014, I got this computer, and then I also got this DVD recorder. So if I wanted to record gameplay, I literally had to connect the console to the DVD recorder and connect the DVD recorder directly to the TV, and then record the game footage onto blank DVDs, and then take them, rip the video and audio from those DVDs onto my computer, and put them into iMovie or whatever.
Okay, yeah, it was definitely more of a process than nowadays. Pop on the computer, fucking put out the video, right?
Yeah.
And so what I want to know, and we discussed this briefly. I cut you off. We were not allowed to discuss this before. With your channel, the future of Jake. There's a lot of beloved series we've discussed.
There's a lot of, I wouldn't say beloved,
No,
but
beloved.
they're series, all right.
Those 30 people who watched Behind the Rumors, I'm sure they loved it. Actually, Behind the Rumors, I don't want to undersell it. Almost 1K views on the first.
To be honest, I have a few videos that have 1K views, and I have no idea why. Like
It's
Ben
honestly-
Drown has like
Ben Drown.
that has 2.5 views, 2.5 thousand, and I have no idea.
Yeah.
And then also my most favorite, my biggest one was the Plants vs Zombies, which literally I just built like this like Minecraft thing with redstone, where it was kind of like making a version of Plants vs Zombies in Minecraft, and I was just recording myself like showing it off.
But
And the guy has like so many dislikes because people are like, "This isn't Plants vs Zombies. I don't like
I don't
this."
think they were as pissed as when they thought they could get Luigi in Super Mario Sunshine. That's all I'm gonna say. You shook the earth with that one. So when we look at Jake Stars, we look at Jake Star 1. That is the name of the channel, Jake Stars.
Okay, so
We don't have Jake Star Video. We don't have Jake Star Games.
So-
what are you doing? We don't know.
it used to be just Jake Star, but then like Google was like being like super annoying in I think 2015, where they were like, "You have to put your first and last name," and I'm like, "Fine, Jake Star."
Jacob Star.
And I just added the last name. I called it good, and
Fair
Google
enough.
was like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, but like that's what we want to see from Jake Stars. It's the name, it's the brand, it's the idea. We need to know what is the future of the Jake Star channel. You have the podcast. How long is that going to last? Who knows? It's how do you feel about content creation in general? Is it a way to pass time? Is it something you do as a creative outlet? Do you think there will ever be more media facts, more behind the rumors, more top 10 lists, or is that a time pass?
Hey, Jake,
for
don't
Jacob
answer.
Star?
Don't answer yet.
Okay.
So, this is a very important question. This is a very important question, but I think before we get to the bottom of this, I think it's time...
behind the
Yeah.
Behind the
But
rumors.
yeah, before we get behind the rumors, I think it's about time in the show for the ad read, if I can do that real quick.
Meow.
Promote every Avatar movie, please.
No. James hasn't paid me to promote Avatar.
James paid you?
No, James Cameron has not paid me to promote. Why are we discussing James Cameron? He didn't pay. So, I'm going to do the first official ad read. So, within the 20 minutes that I became the social media manager for the Jake Star podcast, I did get a sponsorship. So, if you don't mind, I'm just going to read off this required, the press release here. All right, I shouldn't do this while laughing. This is a very serious ad read. I don't know why I left. Funyuns onion-flavored rings are a delicious, different snack that's fun to eat with a crisp texture and zesty onion flavor. Next time you're in the mood for a tasty treat that's out of the ordinary, try Funyuns onion-flavored rings in the Funyuns onion-flavored ring or Funyuns Flamin' Hot flavored onion-flavored rings variety. Thank you to Frito-Lays, and just remember, eat Funyuns. You can buy them at any of your local stores. And
They got Funyuns at?
any of your...
If I don't got every store they got Funyuns at, that's fucked up.
Okay, so Target, Walmart, Walgreens,
Meyer.
Meijer,
Oh shit.
CVS. That's
The
it.
local liquor store.
Those are all the stores that sell
the
Funyuns.
local liquor store.
Right.
Go out now and get Funyuns Flamin' Hot flavored onion flavored rings. That is the name of the product.
Yeah. I'm glad to know.
All right, thanks to Funyuns for being our first sponsor.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Funyuns. Thank you, Frito-Lay.
Yeah, Frito-Lay's official partner of the NFL.
Okay, you know what? We're going to do some NFL talk. We're going to do
No,
some...
we need to get the
I don't
answer.
know
That was
anything
the
about
Jake
NFL.
hasn't answered the question.
Oh, shit.
I legit don't know anything about sports.
Do you know anything about Funyuns?
No,
I-
we're not.
I-
We're
I
off.
hope
The
you do.
ad reads
I know
over.
about Funyuns, not about sports.
Okay, but what is the future of the channel? Let's get back to that.
Okay.
Yeah, the ad's done. Why are you talking about? They haven't paid enough to keep being. No more mention of Funyuns throughout the rest.
Frito-Lay,
Cut that.
if you don't give me another $5, you won't see...
No, we don't
that-
discuss prices that they paid. We don't talk about prices.
Shit. Frito-Lay, if you don't support our podcast more, I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to Cheetos. So fuck you.
Now we're gonna cut this out. Cheetos didn't pay for this. We can't
Fuck.
talk about them.
You know what? It's a YouTube channel. Who cares?
No, we
care. There is thought and effort.
Yeah, we're gonna
behind
cut.
these
We're gonna cut this.
Yeah,
just remember
we don't promote.
just cut
Yeah,
this.
we don't
Cut this
promote.
out.
We don't promote products that don't pay for us,
Yeah.
and that's why.
Don't even talk about the drink you're drinking because they didn't pay for that. Okay, Jake, we've gone on too much of a tangent. I was really just about to read the ad. Please answer the question. That was a teaser.
Okay,
People
what
aren't
is
going
the
to stick
question?
around.
What is this?
The future of the channel. I said a lot of words, but what do you see the future of the Jake Star channel?
The YouTube channel?
100. I don't. What other channels you got? 4 channel, 5
No,
channel,
no,
6
no,
channel?
no.
I don't know.
I use literally. I only use like the YouTube channel, and then nowadays I just use it to consume content. But like, I would still technically count the Twitter as a brand, but to be honest, not much.
You
anymore.
have a lot of fucking Twitter followers. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, like
Why
my Twitter,
is your Twitter so damn popular?
Hey, wait, can you send some over to my end on the social media team? Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
still got 0 followers. I mean,
Why are you?
we're at Jake Star Team. It's the new social media.
Yeah,
page.
I got you.
Yeah, send them on over.
But to be honest, like not many people actually like look at my tweets.
Nah, you got.
But look at that,
yeah.
494. I've never seen followers that high.
So,
That's
like
crazy.
honestly,
I love that you pinned episode 1 of the podcast. I really hope you pin episode 2,
I will.
and I also hope
No one's
you
gonna
pin-
listen to this.
You pin the fan group. Oh shit!
No, what do you mean the fan group? I think you're referring to the social media
I
team.
was reading the words fan group, and so I said it. Okay, Jake, let's look at this tweet. You tweeted at a podcast, and you asked
That's
them.
the podcast with Joey.
I know, but hey,
Giga and
Jake,
Tito.
Jake, I don't know who those people
Yeah,
are.
are
I
those
don't
friends
what?
of yours?
Yeah, do you know them?
Are those friends?
I don't
of yours?
want to promote them. We don't know
Okay.
what you tweeted at a podcast. Something about garbage cans. The
Garbage
the
cans.
garbage men show. We don't want to promote them, but you did ask. You said you were really enjoying their conversations with Japanese rhythm games, which I heard of as well. They called Yubi the old Square games. So I have some words for those garbage men. But do you know this is another important question. How do you feel on the concept of like reaching out to those larger groups, reaching out to the entity? Do you expect a response, or is
No,
it more?
I don't
of a-
expect a response, but if I get a response, that's a bonus.
Fair enough. I'll give you that one. Like that's the approach, and sometimes you just gotta keep.
I just
fucking
throw it out
pushing
there. If it sticks, awesome. If it
Oh,
doesn't, it's a tweet.
So you did reach out. You did ask if they want more information on the Bimani fan base or anything like that. Don't be afraid to reach out to the people.
I didn't
in the
say like
fan
reach out to
group.
me. I reached out. I said reach
Oh,
out
in
to
general.
people in the group.
Who do you think they should contact?
We
Like,
can't. We can't.
Like,
talk.
heck, they're like
No,
super,
wait, we can't for
Yeah,
anyone
we
else.
don't-
Don't.
yeah,
There's.
I don't wanna-
Yeah.
No.
Don't even say any names.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah. They haven't got. They have to go through the official channels if they want to be promoted.
This is me, Shrew.
Hey, wait, did
Hey,
you say a name? Who's that?
Is that one of your friends?
No, I literally just retweeted it because I thought it was funny.
Damn, Twitter didn't pay for this. Why are you talking about Twitter so much?
I have not seen any of these.
That Jack hasn't gotten in contact with me, so I don't know why we're talking about them.
Shit. Crazy. This dude does tweet a lot.
Gotta reach out to
No,
Game Freak.
I
too,
mostly
to see if they're gonna
retweet
give us
a bunch
money
of
for the
stuff.
plug of
You
the
do.
browser. I got a tweet for you coming up that you should retweet because the Funyuns aren't gonna want you to.
I got pulled up.
So, I think we've got them a little off topic. We're looking at your Twitter, Jake. But how do you is the entity Jake Star is the brand?
Oh yeah,
Do
it
you-
technically
do
is a
you-
brand, but nowadays I just don't really.
See, do you see any value in that? Do you feel you have some influencer status?
To
with
be
the
honest, not
500
really.
Followers?
Like I do have a lot of followers, but most of them are like non-interactive.
Fair enough.
Like there's like probably 20 or 30 actually like active people.
Hey, and that's still a fucking solid number. If you have 30 people looking at your tweets, seeing your tweets, that's a good fucking number. So, we're not going to talk about what I'm doing. We're going to talk about what you're doing. We're going to talk about what everyone's doing. I think we need to go back to the NFL talk.
I don't know anything about NFL, so unfortunately I can't really contribute.
We know a lot of
much.
things about NFL. We know, you know all the hot budget news about the NFL.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. So, how do you feel?
Please, God, the what?
How do you feel? Who's that?
Is that your
I don't
friends?
know.
Yeah,
Is that my friend Scott?
Did he make Apple? So how do you feel about? This is a classic, the classic discussion. The Washington Redskins. Is it racist? How do you feel?
What?
How do you feel?
About what?
The
What?
Washington Redskins. Is it racist?
What is the Washington Redskins?
It's probably this thing that's a bit racist.
Yeah, it's football. It might be racist. But what we want to know, Jake, how do you feel about the new name, Washington Football Team?
Oh shit, this is a real thing.
How do you feel about the new name? Do you think that you would rather have the Washington Redskins or Washington Football Team? How do you feel?
Is it the Washington
Nope.
Football Team? Or
Nope. Washington Football Team?
Shit,
What
this
about
is
the
breaking
other
news.
You might say they are Washington Football Team. Because you know we gotta talk about current events on here. We all love the NFL. We all love sports.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do. He said for years, I'll never do it. I'll never change the Redskins. And guess what he did? He changed it. Do you feel? Because clearly there's some cynicism in Washington Football Team.
Washington to call itself Washington Football
Yes.
Team temporarily.
Well, sure,
speaking of-
sure.
Temporarily.
But even temporarily, I think there's a level of irony, and this dude was so pissed that they made him remove the racist name from his football team that he went, shit, Washington Football Team, and he just didn't give it a fucking name. So as much as you tried to derail our sports talk, Jake, it had to happen. We had to know Washington Football Team because we need to remove the Reds. I mean, Redskins gotta go. That's all they're gonna say. Had to happen. If any time to happen, it had to be now. And the Washington Football Team has finally arisen. And I think, just like the Washington Football Team is a temporary name, this was a temporary episode, and I think it's reached its end. I think it's reached its conclusion.
Really? Huh.
Really? Do you have what is?
No, I mean we can keep going. I'm.
Fuck! Hey, shit! Hey, not done yet. How do you like it so far?
And now a word from our sponsor.
Nobody
Nobody.
did that.
Nobody.
No,
Nobody. Nobody's sponsoring
Cut this.
us.
We did the ad.
Yeah.
And now a word
We
from our
did the
sponsor.
ad.
Absolutely no one.
Hey, this is post editing. I just want to come in here to say shout out to Funyuns. They were our one sponsor.
You're too loud.
Nah, that's post. That's
So,
post editing.
So Post Malone, how do you feel about him?
I've heard that name. I don't know, but I don't know anything.
Probably
Like-
sucks. Post cereal.
Why are you? Is this a friend of yours?
I don't
Post-
eat. I don't
Post
eat.
cereal. How do you feel about Post cereal, Brad?
I don't eat cereal.
They
No.
didn't pay for
No,
it.
I don't
They
eat
didn't.
What
cereal.
did you do? All right. Tweet it.
It's social media handle at JakeStarTeam on Twitter.
Tweet at Jake Star Team. Let them.
Does that even exist?
Yeah.
Of course it
100%.
exists.
Yep.
What do you think I've been
Dude's
doing this
funny.
whole time?
Dude.
Comedy?
Yep. Fuck. There's no jokes here. Dude literally questions his own social
Holy
media
crap.
team.
Yeah.
Holy
JakeStar
crap.
Team.
Dude literally questions his own team.
Okay, I think we ended the podcast.
So, I think with the advent of the Jake Star social media team, go follow them. At Jake Star Team. It's a very important account. It'll give you all the new updates on the Jake Star podcast. And with that, not Matt, that's my name now, not Matt Rye, and I'm gonna tell you this is the end of the Jake Star podcast. Jake, would you like to say do the outro? Do the bit.
Alrighty. I don't actually have an outro.